Hello everyone, my name is Margarita Kurt and today I'm going to guide you through a masterclass on creating a painting. This painting will attract abundance. For more details why I called it like this, read the description. Now we are going to start by composing the painting. I'm going to mark where the face will be, using a light line to show the center line. Next, I'll mark where the head ends and the hairline begins. I divide the center of the head with a thin line down the middle to draw the both sides of the face symmetrically. In my fashion illustration class, we'll go into detail on how to draw a face, but today I'll give you a simplified version. Just follow along. We will mark where the nose, lips, eyes and eyebrows will be. I'll sketch the nostrils with the small strokes and begin to draw the lips. Remember, you should use very light pencil lines. Since our woman from the painting is drinking from the straw, the lips will have more rounder shape, and the lower lip will be slightly fuller than the upper. The mouth is slightly open. I will draw the center of the lips with a slight curve and lift the corners a bit to create a smiling expression. The right eye will be covered with gold, so I won't give it much detail, just mark its position. On the left side, I will draw the eyelashes and eyebrows more preciously, because we can see this side. Our woman on the painting having a pleasure drinking this life from the glass, so her eyes are closed. We should express this pleasure on her face too. I'll sketch beautiful eyelashes and I will add a long stylish eyeliner when I will draw with the marker. I define the eyebrows by drawing a line from the nostril to the outer corner of the eye, marking the outer edge of the eyebrow. Then I will use light strokes to indicate the direction of the eyebrow hairs. I'll draw the flowing hair as waves sweeping upward. I'll hint at the cheekbones with a line to add elegance to our portrait, and I'll draw the oval of the face, tapering slightly toward the chin, but not make the chin too sharp. I'll outline the neck with a graceful stylized line. It doesn't have to be realistic, our neck or our portrait, because since our entire image is stylized, with the smooth elegant lines, we will express exactly this stylization. And don't forget the ears. The ear starts at the base of the nose and ends around the eyebrow line. Next, let's draw the glass with our cocktail of life. I'll start by drawing a horizontal line for the width of the glass. To make the glass symmetrically, we divide the widest part in half and draw a line down to the center of the stem. Then I'll draw an oval and the widest part of the glass. To make this easy, draw half ovals on each side and then connect them. I'll connect the lines on both sides at the bottom of the glass where the stem will be. I'm going to lightly sketch the word life in pencil, since the idea is that woman is drinking life like champagne from the glass. I'll also mark where the black and the gold section on the right will be. And now I'm going to start outlining with a marker. I use marker with a flat wide tip to draw the hair. Changing the angle of the marker will change the thickness of the line. So draw with a quick movements. You can see I make the line thicker and more big at the edges of the hair and thinner toward the center of the head. I recommend you to take another piece of paper and try to do these lines first, and don't be afraid to change them and make thick and thin lines. Next, I outline the eyebrows and switch to a flexible brush to draw the eyelashes and the long dramatic lash. Feel free to improvise here. You can draw your own lashes or your own style of eye. Then I'm going to draw the straw. I'm going to draw it freehand, but you can use a ruler or a second pencil to keep the line straight. The straw won't reach the edge of the glass, but will stop below, where the liquid begins. I'll show you how to use a second pencil to draw a straight line. It's such a trick. Don't outline the lips entirely with one continuous line. Remember, the sketch should have air. The thickest line should be in the middle of the lip. I lightly indicate the smile at the corners of the mouth. I won't fully outline the upper and lower lips. Just use strokes to leave some air in the drawing. I will outline the cheekbones with a single stroke. I'll use a thin line for the ear and outline the face. Again, I'm going to draw in segments, just like I did with the lips. Again, I'm going to draw some small strokes because it's a sketch, like I did with the lips. But for the neck, I will use one single line. Then I will add a few thin lines to indicate strands of hair, to bring our drawing to life. Okay, now I will move on to filling in the black background part on the right. I will use a second sheet of paper, or you can use a watercolor tape to measure an equal distance from the top and the bottom, so the paper is parallel to the edge. We measure an equal distance from the top and on the bottom of the paper, so it will be parallel our lines. You can fill it in with a marker or paint or ink. I will just use acrylic paint. I hold the paper firmly and begin to fill it in this area to create abstract strokes. Be careful not to go beyond the paper sheet. I'll touch up the right side a bit. I remove the paper and you can see the straight edge. Next, we apply the gold leaf. It's the most interesting moment, but it's important to let the paint dry first. While waiting, I outline the glass with a marker. You can use a second pencil or ruler for straight lines. At the bottom of the glass, I'll draw a little ball and the stem. Now for the fun part. I'm going to use a gold leaf and glue it. You could use gold paint, but gold leaf looks more impressive. For glue, I'm using a cotton swab to apply it, but you can use a brush. I often use a cotton swab, it's more comfortable for me. Where we apply the glue, there will be a gold lines. I apply the glue from bottom to top, right on the dried black background. It should be dry, it's important. And I add a little glue where the right eye is. I also apply glue to the liquid in the glass. Here we should be careful and make it very accurate. No need to go around the text life. We will write it later on the top of these golden leaves. This is what the gold leaf will look like. I apply the leaf to the entire surface. This takes some skill. The leaf is very thin and sticks to everything. Usually it's on my fingers everywhere, but we will do it. I put the leaf on the sticky area where the glue is. I use a brush to press down to the areas that don't stick and transfer them to the areas that will do. I often use my fingers to move the gold pieces from one area to another, and also you can use a bit of glue if you need in some areas. I take another gold leaf and apply it to the glass, pressing with a brush to make sure it sticks well. I used the leftover pieces to add a gold to other areas where I want more shine. You can improvise here. After waiting for everything to dry, I brush off the excess. Finally, when everything is dry, I go over the details. The most pleasant moment to finalize our artwork. With a black marker, I add the finishing touches to the hair and add the lettering to the glass, our word life. And then you have it, our beautiful piece is complete. I recommend framing it under the glass. Oh, so cool, so wonderful, I like it. I can't wait your creations. Be sure to share your artwork on social media and tag our Cosmic Artist account so I can see all of your artworks. Have a nice moment, enjoy, and remember the main your emotions and feeling the moment while you're doing this painting.